Wow, it's been such an insightful. We're coming to the end. So this is the last module for today's session, promoting your book. So congratulations. It's now time for you to send your book on assignment. Congratulations. It's now time for you to send your book on assignment. Now it's time for you to release your book. After working on your book from, from the very first module, from the message to understanding your reader, now you're finally here. So now it's time for you to multiply it and let your words travel farther than your voice can reach. The benefit to releasing your book is that places that you cannot go get to, that you may not get to, your book can get there. You might not travel out of your present location, but your book can get there. So here, promotion is positioning for impact. There are people here that thought, okay, there are some people that they feel when they just release a book, you feel that people will just go there and they will know that it's there. No, you have to promote your book. You have to actually market, like marketing it. And it's not a sin. Even if the book is not free, or if it is free, you have to market it. So promotion is the wind that carries your book, because you didn't just write a book, you built a platform for influence that can stretch beyond geographical borders. You build a platform for, as in a community that grows your reach. You can build a community from itself. You can also build revenue if you are selling your book. And then it also leads to transformation that can outlive pages. Like, people will continually be transformed as long as they have access to the book. So let's look at how you can launch your book. So this is a 7-day plan. So if you have a book, maybe you are here, you have a book you're working on, you want to launch very soon, you can follow this guide. It will help you to strategically launch your book and you will get results. So day one, this is where maybe you can announce. That's probably when you started announcing the book. Oh, I don't mean when you want to release the book, well, no problem. But I would suggest that before this 7-day launch, you should have been talking about the book in a way, maybe on your WhatsApp status or social media. Just tell people that something is coming. You are working on something. In fact, sometimes you can take a picture of, maybe someone can take a picture of you when you were typing. Use it as a caption. You write a caption and post it. Or write something on your social media that, for instance, maybe you're writing a book on relationship. You can even write that. Have you ever read a book on relationship that made you feel this, that? Just create awareness that something is coming. So day one, announce your book across all platforms and post a compelling caption with the cover. You're going to learn how to design mock-ups tomorrow. So post a beautiful mock-up of your book. Then you can invite, you can have a group, for instance, create a WhatsApp group or a community on social media where people that are interested in the book can join, so that when you finally launch the book, you'll be able to reach so many people at once. So day two, you can share the story behind the book. On your social media platform, just write what gave birth to the book, or maybe how God steered your heart. These things, you can use a video, or you can use carousels, Instagram posts. You can someone can even snap you, maybe when you were writing, or you can do a screen record on your laptop, maybe when you were trying to type something, post it. So the 3 social proof day, you can post screenshots, reviews, or testimonials from people that have already read the book. Okay. Day 4, excerpt day, you can share 1 or 2 quotes from the book, a powerful paragraph. What you are doing is you are steering the interest of people, so that when you release this book, there will already be people that are interested in getting it. But if you don't do this, if you just come and say you've written a book and you've released it, nobody will know what the book is about. They won't know why they should buy it. And these are some things that you have to keep on doing even after you have released your book. So day 5, you can have a live author session. So you can host a live Q&A on Zoom, on IG, on FB. You can even be on WhatsApp, on a WhatsApp group. That community that people joined, you can tell them, okay, ask me any question you want to ask me, or you can talk about the book. Just tell them, okay, we're going to have a session by 7 p.m., 8 p.m. I'll just tell you some things about the book. Day 6, you do like a bundle, maybe a bonus day. You can look for something that you can sell with your book or give out with your book if it is free. For instance, if you have maybe other devotionals, you can give the book and a devotional together, or you can tell them, okay, if you get this book, I would have you get a free 30-minute session with me. Do you understand? Just look for something that you can create as a bundle with it. And then day 7, thank your audience. Okay, you can share the next step. For instance, maybe people that bought the book, or when you have done maybe a launch session, maybe a launch program. Even if you don't do like a launch meeting, you can just have a week where, like these 7 days, where everything you're talking about is about your book, using these different things. So you can now encourage people to maybe like, for instance, if you put your book on seller, one thing about putting it on seller is even if it is free, you'll be able to get people's emails. So when you get their emails, gather their emails and use it, gather their emails, and you can even be sending them maybe emails on other books you're going to write later on, or you can use your email to be sharing them, maybe more things that God will put in your heart. You can even use the emails to reach out to them. Excuse me. You can use the emails to reach out to them to ask them about what their experience was when they read your book. All right. So how to build an email list. So I want to encourage you, please always learn to build an email list or create a community from your readers. So one thing you can do is you can add something valuable in your book. For instance, if it's an ebook, when they download it, you can be on a platform where they have to put their email for them to download. Or you can also put something in the book that, okay, they can go and put their email and download that thing for maybe free, so that you can get their emails. But then they'll get something, like give them value. But then you're giving them value to get something from them, which is their emails. So when you have that email list, they will become like readers, like your readers community. So if you now want to reach out to them consistently, fine. Or if you want to reach out to them when you release your next book, fine. But then you have records of people that have at least maybe read or bought your book. Okay. So you can add a lead magnet in your book. You can tell them, download maybe a free journal you create in your book. You can put it there. You can also use call to actions. For instance, you can tell them to join your launch group. You can tell them to access maybe a bonus template, get exclusive teachings, so they can subscribe, or tell them to subscribe to something for updates. And then you can choose there are many emailing platforms these days. There's MailChimp, there's MailerLite, and they have free plans. So you can use any one. And then from there, you can now be sending them maybe consistent devotionals or updates, teaching, because some of them, after reading your book, they will still want to hear from you. So don't just, don't let them just buy your book and then that's it. If you don't have them in a group, maybe a community, at least you can find a way to reach out to them. Maybe on social media, tell them to follow you on social media. So at least you know that, okay, people that are following on social media, there are people that have also read your book. So you can even or create a group or something. So the idea is just to collect information so that one way or the other, you can still connect with them even after your book. Now, how do you sell your book? If you want to sell it, whether free or paid. So these days, particularly for ebooks, even if it's not ebook, a printed book, one way that is easy for you to reach many people at once is for you to use maybe to sell it on maybe a website or a platform like Seller for those that are in Nigeria, okay, or Amazon. But I don't really well, you can also put on Amazon, but then for you to be in charge of collecting this payment from them. For instance, if you put it on Seller, if you are in Nigeria, you put it on Seller, Seller would collect the money from them, whatever country that they are, if the platform takes it, and Seller will pay you the money. So it's easy, you can set it there. So what you just need to do is, don't just put the book title. You see, if you go to Seller platform or if you create a website, just put the book title, put a description of what your book is about, list the things that they will benefit or they will get from it, include testimonials, put the mock-ups that are going to design. And then you add a clear call to action. You can tell them to buy now or get a copy or download. For instance, if you go to my Seller page, you can go to my Seller page to see how I listed my book. So to give you an idea, both the free and the paid ones, you can go to my page and you'll see what I'm talking about. So you can also, do bundles. For instance, you can sell your book with something. It can be your book and a devotional. It can be your book and maybe a private Zoom session if you're a mentor, if you're a teacher. It can be a book and a mini course or a master class. Value increases when your offer is layered. Most times, people will get to buy things more when they know that, okay, they'll get a bonus or they'll get something else with it. They feel that, okay, you're giving them more for their money. So it will encourage them to get. And then promote with consistency. So share behind the scenes. Just ensure that you keep talking about your book. Don't just release your book and forget about it. And if it is a paid book, definitely you would always have new clients or new buyers or new people that, even if it's free, new people that would download it. Okay. So that is the end of our session for today. So this is just basically telling you about myself. Who is Cephas-Alokan? She's a visionary writer, a mentor to message carriers, a founder of multiple based initiatives that God is helping me to design. I'm focused on helping men, women to walk boldly in their God-given assignments. So I've authored a number of books, Coaching with a Purpose, among others. And this is just a platform where I believe this is one of the platforms that God is helping me to use to really help people fulfill their calling, walk into all that God has designed them to be. So I help ordinary people bet extraordinary legacies. And you can explore more of my resources from here, from on my Seller page. So for instance, you can have a website or put your books on Seller. Seller is a platform that is accessible to all. And I like Seller because people get to buy my books in different currencies and they pay me in my own currency. So it can work for you too. All right.